All right, I'm on hole number 5 of the 2020 Community Cup. I'm in the opening round of the rookie division, and this hole right here, when we talk about, okay, this is hole number 4 of Greenock Point. Hey, when we talk about in this tournament, we have some tests. Test number 1 is on hole number 2. The instructor here gives us you get in the class, he hands you your book, you get done with hole number 1, and he says, okay, everybody, you're going to take a test. And test number 1 is hole number 2. On that par 4, you've got to get an eagle. And then he gives you another test down at hole number 8. And he's like, okay, we're getting towards the end of the class, and I'm not going to make you do that final exam. I'm going to let you go ahead and do hole number 9. But at hole number 8, we're going to take another test. And on that par 4, you have to get an eagle. We are trying to pick up, if we do the minimum score where we pick up 2 and 8, that's 14. And I really think we need to be like, if you really want to give yourself a shot at a win, you have to be 34, and in some brackets better. But if you shoot a 34, you're banner wise, I just can't believe that if you shoot a 34, you're not going to at least win a banner. I mean, you're in that group. I mean, somebody may come up and beat you, and you may not get the win. And if they beat you, congratulate them because they beat you. But you're in that group up there where you're in the mix. And so in order to achieve that, you got to shoot a 17 per side. That means you got to pick up 3. Now, hole number 9, that Albie is pick upable. It's not a gimme, but it can be done. That is a game that can be won. This hole right here is a hole, like when we talk about the par 4s, this is the hardest of the par 4s to get an eagle, but this is a hole right here that we have to get. Like if we're really looking for that 17, this is a hole right here that we like. This is a hole that we can get that eagle, and so we really want to try and get that eagle on this hole. And I'm going to use an extra mile. I'm going to switch up. I'm going to bring everything backspin. Saturn. The rest of that stuff will work, but I'm going to bring my Hornet because I'm trying to get into my Hornet range, because if you get in the right spot with that Hornet, you only need about 2 or 3 backspin. In the past, I've always come at it with a short iron that had backspin, like a Thorn, like a Claw. I prefer my Claw, even though, but the Thorn does have, I will give it props. The Thorn does have, when we talk Thorn 4.2 ball guide versus a Claw at 3.2, that ball guide does help. Even though the Thorn has just as much backspin and it's more accurate. It's the difference between more accuracy or more ball guide between the Thorn and the Claw, as far as I'm concerned. Because otherwise, they're right there. So you're picking up 1 ball guide or you're picking up 25 accuracy. It's the difference between 1.9 and 1.75. So those two can be interchangeable depending on where you have them. But whether you want more ball guide or if you're doing max backspin, the ball guide's not, it's debatable. But where we're at, though, you can use Hornet. And a Hornet has 4.1 ball guide, and it's 96 accurate. So I'm getting the best of both worlds. I'm getting that ball guide, and I'm getting accuracy, and it has enough backspin to get the job done. Because you only need 2 or 3, so it doesn't have to be a level 8 Hornet as long as you've got that 2 or 3 backspin in it. Because the Hornet will be more accurate. But the other clubs, in case you end up in a spot where you're not in your Hornet, you better bring a club that you can get the job done. And so you want to bring stuff that has backspin, because if you need the backspin, you need the backspin. Whole goal is to get up there into the 420 range. You can hit farther. I think if I'm in like 425, I'm still in the zone. But if I start getting into the 435 or the 440s, now I'm in my wedge range. And it's not a problem because the Rapier can get that job done. But I'm really trying to focus on trying to get into my minimum short iron. My teammate Kyle is sitting it up there. He's coming at it with his wedge, and he's getting up there with power 5 ball and getting into like mid wedge range. The deal with this Hornet shot is if I hit it perfect, it's going in the hole. If I don't hit it perfect, it's not going in the hole. And that's what it boils down to. This whole hole right here boils down to 2 shots that you want to hit perfect. Max. Trying to get, I want to be 2.5 rings off of that transitional surface. So there were my blue rings cutting into that. Take Am I taking the wind out? Yeah, I'm going to leave the wind in. Hitting it perfect. One perfect done. Now I just need one more. It's right there where it's starting to go up that hill. So I should be in the pretty close to that 429. So I'm going to be now. I actually overdrove that. I think was I taking the wind out in the past? I didn't write that down. I have to go back and watch my other videos to see if I was actually taking the wind out. I may have been taking the wind out before and not using it because the wind's a huge ass variable. And on this shot right here, that wind, like right now we're getting this wind. If in the weekend round we get a bigger wind, then it'll change our end zone, our landing spot down there. But I may have overshot that and I may be on a red line issue. And I am not a fan of hitting off that ski jump. Because if you hit it right where you were aiming, you're probably good. But if you hit that to the left or to the right, you're going to go way off trajectory. 10% wind adjustment. Ooh, I don't know. The minimum club. It's 2.9. That's basically 3. Oh, this is not good. There's my rapier. I'm at max rapier. It's 1.3 per ring. 10% wind adjustment. That's 3. That's 3.3. 1.3. There's so we're 3.3. There's 2.6. It's about 3.3. Oh, so much anticipation today. So much anticipation. So much anticipation. That's like every shot going into the cup. I'm putting myself in the right spot and then I'm not capitalizing on it. I'm screwing up all the shots going into the cup. I'm getting everything in the fairway right and I'm screwing up all the shots going into the cup. That's discouraging, but it's the opening round. What's the goal in the opening round? The goal in the opening round is to come in with the minimum score minus 28. I'm trying to pick up a couple per side. I want to be at minus 32, but you got to shoot those shots going into the green or the money shots. And I haven't capitalized. I put myself in the right spot every freaking hole, and I haven't capitalized on it yet. And I've blown the shot going into the green on every single hole. That's okay. That's all right. This score is not the score that counts. Come Saturday morning, that's the score that counts. All right. That distance thing, though, is good. So if I got some lag there. Woo! That was close. I'm getting a little bit. It seems like I'm getting a little lag on the needle right there at the end, like the way that it's going. It's just that could be just my impression. I'm just getting those shots shitty today. It's all right. What am I not compromising though? I'm not compromising that minimum score. So minus 28 is not going to get you at the top, but minus 28 is going to put you in the weekend round. And what's the most important thing right now is to get into the weekend round and be building up towards what you're trying to get. And hopefully you're hitting your shots into the green, which are the money shots. It's always that you drive for show, you putt for dough. I mean, those shots in this game, it's you drive for show and you hit that shot into the cup for dough. And to be honest with you, I'm okay. I'm pissed in the week. I would be pissed in the weekend round, but I'm not irritated in the opening round because it's like, hey, let's get all that crap out of my system. And I'm never upset in my odd account because it's all about practice in my odd account. But I do need to get better on those shots going into the cup and quit dinking around. All right, that was hole number 5 of the 2020 Community Cup in the opening round of the Ricky Division. Thanks for watching.